Racing at Beckett's Gate. Bruny Island first to hit the ground from Artie's Jewels, and the Cat Ratcher being dug up to try and hold a posse there. Reverse goes forward and so does Crackers. Behind those when they get going, next of all is Bonneville Black. Delusky down on the inside next. Around them wider is Lalo. And the last few, You're the One for Me, Praying with God. And back there at the tail of the field early is Dua Pataki. At the 1400 going over towards the back, and Crackers was able to glide to the lead. It's Crackers on top, a bit more than a length over Reverse. A length and a half to the Cat Ratcher with its neck arched down on the inside of Artie's Jewels. Then 2 lengths Bruny Island as they passed the 1200 mark. On the rails came Delusky. A length and a half away is Bonneville Black. You're the One for Me next on the rail. Lalo sitting a little wide though, going out to the riverside of the course around Praying with God. And Dua Pataki is back there last as they greet the 900 mark, where Crackers led the way, held together on top by a length over Reverse. A length and a half to the Cat Ratcher, who's going easily down on the inside at the 800 mark, and ahead away running fourth on the outside is Artie's Jewels. Then on the rails behind those, next of all Delusky with a head away. Bruny Island about to let go and come around them 3 deep. Going forward as well, Bonneville Black. You're the One for Me back near the inside, joined by Dua Pataki coming into the corner, Praying with God. And dropping out last is Lalo. Crackers led them, 400 to travel. They're about to set sail for the judge. Reverse goes up, got about a head on it very quickly though. It's Reverse going to the lead from Crackers. 3 lengths to the Cat Ratcher, followed by Delusky. Dua Pataki getting home down on the inside. Reverse has reached the lead at the 150 though. Down the outside, the Cat Ratcher. It's starting to gobble it up. It's the Cat Ratcher going up, grabbing Reverse. The Cat Ratcher. The Cat Ratcher too good for Reverse. Delusky third from Dua Pataki. And then came Bruny Island. Next home was Crackers, followed by Bonneville Black and Praying with God. Back in the field then when they'd pulled up Artie's Jewels, You're the One for Me, and the tail ender is Lalo. The Cat Ratcher given a lovely ride there by Chris Graham. Posts its second career win, the Cat Ratcher, and it's an 8-year-old. Hasn't really done a lot of racing. It's only 15th start today for the Cat Ratcher. Reduced Dancer gelding, trained by David Harrison, put the writing on the wall with a very good fourth last start in Bunbury, and given a peach ride from gate 1, Chris Graham today. He timed it well, saved him up just for that last furlong dash, and eventually hauled in Reverse with Brad Parnham chasing a treble in the early part of the day. Delusky, number 3, has run third in front of 6 Dua Pataki, which cut the corner, got right up on the inside. 1, 8, 3 and 6. And the margins are a long neck by 1 1/4. The time 1:53.21. Another race there which has been run at a very sedate pace. 36.99 that last 600. The winner owned by R.J. Fuller, Mario Delina, J.A. Fuller, A. Ayton and J. Fuller. Trained by David Harrison, handled there by Chris Graham. Starting to really build in confidence too, now that he's over here in WA and had a real opportunity there to just settle into the state, and getting more and more good rides that are coming his way. Reverse second by Time Thief out of Note d'Amour, prepared by Stefan Vahala, ridden by Brad Parnham, and Delusky third in, the McFlirt mare from Mega Draw, trained by Deb Murphy and ridden by Paul Harvey. Dua Pataki officially fourth in. Crackers brought them for home, weakened out of it, back there in 5th placing. Race 5, the Glenroy Chaff Handicap over 1200, restricted to the fillies and mares at 19 after 3, our next event on the card. There are no changes nor riding alterations. Brittany Taylor's down in the yard, and she's now with winning trainer David Harrison, who gets to see his 8-year-old win his second race.
I am indeed, and 1,491 days since he won that first one, but there's a good reason why this horse retired. Tell us the story, Harry.
Yeah, he was running nice races about 3 or 4 years ago, and he just, I just sort of, when he turned him out in the paddock, we looked at him a couple of weeks later and he had a couple of bow tendons, so I just thought we'll just leave him, we'll just retire him, So I looked at him a couple of years later, 2.5 years later, and his legs looked pretty straight, so put him back into work.
So it was just in the paddock and you just went and had a look. Was there any view to ever bring him back, or was it just a thing that you thought, oh, well, we may as well just have a go? No,
he was definitely retired, so there was no reason to bring him back, so I just said, oh, well, we'll just finish with him now and leave him in the back paddock and feed him with the rest of my hacks, you know.
Well, you can't earn $15,000 in the retirement paddock, so you must be glad to have brought him back. Were you confident today over 1,800 metres? He looked like he's been wanting further.
He has, yeah, he's a real stayer. So that was what sort of forced me to bring him back on. His tendons looked pretty good, so I thought, we might as well have one more crack at him, you know, like, and because he can stay. So I don't know much about his sire, but his mum only won over 950 metres twice, so his sire must have been a pretty good stayer.
By Redout's Dancer, so very interesting breeding there. Well done, and hopefully you can be onwards and upwards for this horse.
Thanks, Noe.
David Harrison, their trainer of the Cat Ratcher, who was retired. It's a remarkable story. Chris Graham, drawn barrier 1 today. Did it make it pretty easy in terms of settling him into a lovely position?
Yeah, I thought barrier 1 over that sort of trip. I think a lot of 4th or 5th. That's how he won last time, so yeah, everything went to plan.
Coming into the corner, did you feel as though you had a whole heap of horse under you when you elected just to pull out 3 wide?
Oh, I knew he had a pretty easy run. I was just counting on the pick up, but I think he's a bit of a thinker, but no, he went good.
Harris says that he feels like he is that genuine stayer. How was he through the line?
Yeah, no, he's pretty strong. He had his ears pricked. He's doing it pretty easy.
Looking forward to seeing this galloper progress now. Well done.
Thank you very much.
Chris Graham and David Harrison combining here with the Cat Ratcher. What a story that is. A horse that was retired, brought back and has now won his 2nd race nearly 1,500 days after he won the first.